if you took a glass of water and you started to pour salt into it slowly, what you would see is the salt would disappear and it would dissolve into the water. But once you reach the saturation point, the salt would start to collect on the bottom and you'd see salt. And there's two ways of returning the salt to solution. One is put your spoon in there, take the salt out. The other way is to add more water. So in other words, there's a certain amount of water per solute that will allow it to be dissolved. So if you keep that in mind, like for example, if you ever get kidney stones, if you ever get gallstones, if you ever get stones in your bladder, people get stones. If you ever get stones, it's because the saturation point has been reached, right? So you've saturated the solution. And the solution can be, the urine in your kidneys. It can be a lot of people have gallstones. So imagine if you just were able to hydrate that area more, it would go out of solution and be dissolved again. Okay, so that's just an understanding of, and that's how I deal with stones. If I have someone with stones, number one, we get them hydrated, we get their pH right, and then the stones will dissolve and they'll be able to pee it out, right? Or in the gallstones, you don't have to do that horrific thing that they call a gallbladder cleanse. You got to eat apple juice, and the reason you're drinking apple juice is because it's got something called malic acid in it, and the malic acid actually softens up the stones. And once you've done that for a few days and they're soft enough, then you drink this olive oil and you lie on your side and you groan, and the olive oil is going to suck your bile out. And so the interesting thing is there have been studies where they've looked at the stones that come out in the toilet and they've collected them and they've analyzed them, and they're not. It's not the constituents is not gall or bile, but what it is the congealed olive oil. It gets all congealed and bound up with salts and stuff like that. Now you did clean your bladder. You did clean your gallbladder or your liver, the biliary system of your liver. You did clean it, but not but those stones are not stones from it. So